Hey bro, what you doing, man? Wanna watch some TV?
Oh, I'm doing nothing. I'm really bored. Sure. Let's watch some TV. After this, there will be my favorite financial news show.
Really?
Yeah. Do you want to watch?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
Well, I've heard some today's newspaper news though, but there's no harm. Hey, you said you want to invest in stocks as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should watch this, man. You should at least know this kind of news.
Hey Liu, I think the Mac News is about to start. Why don't we watch it now?
Okay. Welcome back to Mac News, your number one economic news from Indonesia with a global perspective. Today we have a very special guest, Stephen Candra, Head of Research from Yin Yang Securities Indonesia. Good morning, Mr. Candra.
Good morning.
So we are approaching the end of this challenging year. Could you share with us a little bit of your newly released research report about the projections for the next 4 years?
Oh, you heard about it. Yes. I mean, I couldn't be more excited to share a bit of our projections with you today. So shall I start?
Yeah. Please do.
But before I begin, I have a little disclaimer to make here because the data I'll be presented from this point onwards are true and up to date as of today. So as of 28 October 2020. So if you're watching this interview, on YouTube way after that date, the information may not be as accurate. Okay, so let's start off with our GDP projection. So our team estimates that Indonesia's economic recovery from the COVID-19 will be more sluggish compared to regional peers, and the rebound in 2021 is gonna be mainly the result of a lower base figure from the previous year, and from 22 onwards, GDP growth will be tracked mostly by the rising debt liabilities from the COVID-19 stimulus. With regards to inflation, a combination of increasing money supply from debt monetization program, recovering domestic demand, and tightening production supply may boost inflation. So our inflation projection of 4% and 4.8% in the next 2 years are based on BI's official guidance. Additionally, we also forecast that BI will hold the rate at 4% till the end of the year and lower its rate to 3.5% by the end of next year, so 2021, just before it raises the rate again to 4% to combat the catch-up inflation in 2022. Furthermore, the slowed economic recovery should translate into lower imports, while at the same time, exports should rise thanks to the recovery of foreign economies. Therefore, the current account deficit would be eased. And with respect to fiscal balance, Indonesia's narrow tax base and multiple tax incentives deployed means that the state revenues will remain under pressure in the years to come, and our fiscal balance projection is in line with the presidential regulation that obliges the fiscal deficit to return to 3% by 2023. In the last global financial crisis in 2008, the Federal Reserve kept near zero interest rate from 2009 to 2015. Therefore, we expect the Fed will not hike its rates until at least 2024 or 2025. And last but not least, the oil price may rise in the next 1 to 2 years due to the demand recovery, but we expect the shift to renewable energy to materialize sooner than later. Therefore, we expect a drop in oil price after 2022.
I think it's very interesting to know this from you as the Head of Research of Yin Yang Securities. And I think it's very insightful to make a plan starting from now to have a better future for our businesses in Indonesia. So the big question is, what should businesses do to thrive in the next 4 years? I want you, my audiences, to answer this question by joining our TikTok challenge, Mac News Analysis. So, what are you waiting for? Upload your TikTok video and be creative as possible, because the winner will receive a 10 million rupiah reward from us, and it will be announced next week. So, prepare and see you next week.
Hey Ted, the TikTok challenge sounds fun. Wanna do it?
Of course, Brian. I find it super exciting, and I'm definitely going to join it. And by the way, talking about the show, what do you think? Which business sector that will stay relevant in the next 5 or 10 years? And in response to that, what do you think our government should do to make sure that our country, Indonesia, remain competitive?
Well, there are some things that our government has in place that we are planning to do. First, we got the Omnibus Law that it aims to boost investment as a source of growth by attracting foreign direct investment, and they're doing that by amending the policies that revolves around the severance, the tax cut, and also the lean business application. Second, our government also focusing on how to produce higher value-added commodity products, such as the electric vehicle batteries for cars like Tesla and stuff. And those batteries are made from nickel, which Indonesia has a lot of. Apparently, Indonesia is the biggest producer of nickel in the world. Third, we also has this aggressive infrastructure plan by our president Joko Widodo, and he plans to spread the wealth beyond Java to our Indonesia, so across all the province. And with that being said, we also expect to have our capital city moves to East Kalimantan. And this paradigm move explains that Joko Widodo focus is to spread the development and the paradigm of our Java-centric city to Indonesia-centric. I think that pretty much sums up all of the important things that our government has right now.
Wow, what a brilliant explanation. I actually gained a lot of insights by listening to you. So basically you're saying that Indonesia should focus on its competitive advantage to remain competitive. And by the way, I think I should call our beloved friend Clarissa to ask
Sure.
she wants to join the TikTok challenge as well.
Okay, go ahead. You call her, right? I'm gonna go back later.
Hi Clarissa.
Hey, what's up, Dad?
Did you watch the Mac News earlier in the morning? Do you know that there is this TikTok challenge that offers us amazing prize with a lot of money? Do you want to join me and Brian to do the TikTok challenge?
Yeah, sure, let's go.
Okay. Great.
Okay.
Okay
Bye.
then. Bye-bye.
Hey Shan, Daddy just called me earlier and I think he was with Brian and he wants us to join the TikTok challenge. You know, the one we saw in the Mac News earlier?
Yes.
What do you think? Do you want to join?
I'm actually very interested because I've been watching TikTok for a while now, like almost every day. And I really want to make one video of TikTok, but I'm really awkward and I feel really shy doing it alone. So maybe this is a good chance for me to try and do some TikTok. What do you think?
Yeah, I think you will be a great TikToker.
Really?
I've sent them our address and they will go here. Meanwhile, let's warm up. Actually, I don't really understand what Mr. Candra said during the news, how it can affect businesses. Do you have any idea?
I think what really struck me about Mr. Chandra's explanation is about the economic recovery after coronavirus. And I think it's really crucial for the business because, like, you know, in Indonesia itself, governments have implied the partial lockdown where businesses have to close and factories also have to stop operating, and a lot of employees also start working from home. What about you?
Okay, I understand it a little bit now. I think it's because Indonesian people do not really care about the pandemic, and some people who are afraid to go out become even more reluctant to go out. In hindsight, I think the small businesses are the one most affected by the pandemic, especially those who rely on their surroundings. What I mean is like, the small diners near the campus, because usually the ones who frequent these diners are the students who go to campus.
Like us?
Yeah, they go for lunch, and also the ones who stay in the boarding house. And now that we are required to study from home, no one actually lives in a boarding house. And no one goes to campus, so these diners do not have any customers.
Yes, I really agree with you. Like businesses in the value chain are also affected by the pandemic. And what also came to my mind is about the hospitality and airlines industry. You know, like recently I saw in the news that Garuda Indonesia and a lot of other airlines industry are laying off their like employees, and they are laying off their pilots and stewardess. Like it's so unfair, right? Like I think a lot of people spend almost their whole lifetime preparing for that job, but now it has to go just like that. And a lot of hotels are also like giving a lot of discounts in Traveloka and Ticket.com. Sometimes I wonder if they can cover their operational costs with that really low cost. Like, is it even possible? I feel really bad for them, but what can we do?
I think what we just spoke about, we can talk about it for the TikTok challenge.
Yeah.
But let's wait for the boys to arrive.
Yes, I already have an idea of what to do. Let's go.
1 week later.
Guys, I think it's about time for the TikTok challenge announcement.
Okay, let's watch it, guys.
Let's go.
Welcome back to Mac News, your #1 economic news from Indonesia with a global perspective. As we have promised last week, today we will announce the winner of our TikTok challenge. So, what are you waiting for? Let's check out their video.